of, yes. Just a minute, let me help one other person that is trying to come in. Martha, if it's possible, could you help Tina? I've sent something to the platform already so that she'll be able to join the meeting. She's struggling to join. If you could help, I will really appreciate that.
Okay, no problem. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Meanwhile, let's see how we're going to help this person. Okay, that's it. Yeah, this is the Thought Foundation. As I said before, my name is Owa Ajibola. I'm happy to be among you. The Thought Foundation is a foundation that tries to help the adults in the society, the elderly, the seniors. You just name them. We don't consider your disability. We don't consider the position you are in the society. But if you know you have you don't have the skill of a basic computer literate, if you know you do not have the skill to communicate with the people around us, if you also know that you do not have the skill to interact with other people, to socialize, you don't have the skill of you know what the pandemic has done to us, really relegated us to the background that we are scared of going at. This is really, really predominant in the adult group in our community. We want to break that gene. We want to make it possible for us to overcome the isolation. So this is the really purpose why the Thought Foundation sets in, to able to make the adult in the society to communicate to the outside world and learn the basic internet skills. So today, we are going to dig in. I will share my screen for you to see what we'll be doing today. And do not forget, this is not a test of your English language. It's not a test of your skill in the aspect of how you speak your grammar. But this place is for you to air your mind concerning anything about the gadget, how to use it, you know, how to log in, how to do online shoppings, how to go on social media, you know. So if you know you have deficiency in any of these skills, please join in. And don't forget to tell your friends around to join in, because this platform is being sponsored by the National Lottery. We appreciate them. And we are very happy to be among people benefiting from the National Lottery. So do not forget to accredit them whenever you see such a platform. So that is what we are doing here. So just to do a little bit of an online housekeeping, if you know you want to sort of give us, talk to us, you can use the chat. As I said, the chat is just when you touch your screen, there is a chat button that has something like a speech bubbles. So click on it, send us a message. If you don't want to do that, we've got the WhatsApp group that we belongs to, where you normally click in to join on this Zoom. Go on it, send a message. Even before before we start this program, you can always send a message so that we prepare our mind and we answer your question during this setting. And at the same time, if you do not want to use that, or you do not know how to use that, you can raise up your hand. I will be able to see you. Or even if I'm not seeing you, Martha is there, she will see you and let us know that you have a question. Or you can just unmute yourself, because we are all adults here. Unmute yourself and tell us, ask the question you want to ask. So you're welcome in any of those means you want to use, but be free to go on to ask any question that you want to ask. Thank you for joining in once more. And let's quickly share this slide and see what we've got for you today. Bear with me. I'll try to share the slide now so that you see what we've got today. By now, you should be seeing the slide. If you're not seeing it yet, it should be on its way. If you can see it, give me thumbs up. By the time you say I slow down while talking, you know that probably I'm trying to admit more people in or so, but just bear with us. Can you see this slide? If you can see this slide, give me thumbs up, please. You can share your camera if possible, so that we see your beautiful faces. Okay, thank you very much, Blessing. How is your baby? Whole everything is going on well? Okay.
My baby is fine.
Oh, bless. That's nice to hear. Regards to, is it her or him again?
Him.
Him. Oh.
Yeah.
Good one. Yeah. So can we look at the slide? I know by now you can see the slide. The slide says the Thought Foundation Limited UK, and this project is called the Elderly Digital Upskilling Project. Last time we were going through different stuff about how to work on the Microsoft Word. So we were talking about creating a table and at the same time writing on it. And this we also go through how you make your own calendar, how to use the inbuilt calendars in there. You already have made calendar there, but you just impute it into your work, you know. So it gives you a lot of cameras. You give you opportunity to utilize already made things that doesn't really belongs to you, but it is simple. You just copy and paste. That is it. You only are meant to suit yourself. So we did all that. It was fun, you know, and I even sent the video out for those that wasn't in the section so that they will be able to go through it, you know. But if you have any question, always use the mobile available, and I will be right there to answer your question. Okay, having done this for as a part of our revision, we are going to another topic today, which is amazing. You know, what I want us to do is, let's go through the slide. By the time we are doing, going through the Microsoft Word package, you should be able to know what we are talking about. Then we've done the theory, it's just to sort of practicalize and you see how it goes, you know. So this is copy and paste. Why do we copy and paste? What is copy and paste? You know, you have your own particular work, and you want to duplicate it. You want to make it another type of another copy, you know, or probably you have some work doing and you don't want to tamper with that work, but you still want another of the copy of that same work. You can cut it, you can copy it, and you can take it to another section. You understand? Another document, a blank document. So this is the main purpose of our copying or cutting work, you know. So if we know that we have opportunity to do that, it makes our work easier. That's one of the advantages, you know. It makes our work easier. Instead of writing thousands of words or a lot of words, you know, with the elderlies, we don't write too much of work, you know, but there are still some of us that is challenged. We still try to do one type of reading or doing one type of work activities or the other. We need this work to be copied. We need to copy this work to a particular place. You can write a simple letter to someone. You need to copy and paste if you want to do that, you know. So how do we go about this? Let's read this slide so that we'll go in details, you know, to check how we go, we carry out this activity. Copying and pasting text in Microsoft Word is very important because it saves you lots of time and energy. When duplicating words in a number of times, you can select and copy a word or group of words. Then you duplicate it by pasting the words wherever you want in your document. You see, they've used the opportunity to make us to know that in as much as you are copying those things, you can put it in any part of the world you like. You can copy and paste in the same work you are doing. Probably, for example, like what I've done in in our older people setting, the place I normally go with matter, you know, most Mondays is like, those people do not prefer to do some writing, but they want to make cards. They want to make one thing or the other. What we do, in the same page, we can copy, maybe get 2 cards or 2 types of flowers, or the same flowers, you copy and paste it in different parts of the same plain paper. By the time you do that, you find out that you've beautifies it, or it saves you time instead of you to be creating a new document or a new words or a new object. You know, we don't need to do all that. We can just basically copy and paste or cut. As the word means, when you copy something, that work still remains there. Please get this. When you copy something, where you're copying from, that word is still there. But where you are copying to, you have a duplicate copy. That is another copy. But when you cut, it's just like when you are destroying something. When you destroy it, you've destroyed it. It's difficult to build. Did you hear that? You know. So when you cut, it means you cut it away. That thing will not remain there. You are cutting it off. When you cut it off, it's no longer there. Then you put it in another place. Then you can get your work back immediately. You know. But by the time you cut, it will not remain. But by the time you copy, it is still there. A copy still remains. So this is just the two difference between cut and copy. You know, the paste, as the word, because some people, you'll be thinking, oh, this is common. But in detail, some people do not know what it's called paste. Paste means you stamp it somewhere. That is the best way I will put it. You stamp it in another place. So you copy, cut, then paste, stamp it elsewhere, so that you'll be able to get your information back. So those are just the bits I want to explain concerning this. Let's go to the next slide. So quickly see how we'll go about this. Remember, when you have any question, do not fail to ask. What I was just telling you about is just basically this. When you go to your Microsoft Word, you get a document like this. You've already clicked. I'll show you how to get to the Microsoft Word again, because on this platform, I don't want anyone to say you do not know by now what is a Microsoft Word or what is Word. You know, by now you should be able to know what is Word, because we've been talking about Word. When we are doing paragraphing, it is Word. When you were writing an email, we still use Word to do an email. You can go on your email, you can do some work on your email, on your Word, and copy it and put in your email to send the letter through your email. You can do that. You can do so many things with Word. Word is a best program for people doing writing. You understand? So by now you should know Word. So this is just a copy of the Microsoft Word, how it looks like, which I will open for you to see physically again. This is the picture of the Microsoft Word. And this is how it looks like. They will write at the top, Microsoft Word, document 1. The reason why that document is there is because you've not named it. By the time you save it with a name, it is that name that will appear in this place. Can you see my slide very well? I tried to make it more legible. I do not know if you see it. If you don't see it properly, please let me know so that I will try to enlarge it. So this is what it really means. You know, so when you see this, when this you've named it, this Word document 1 will change to the name you've given to it. And we've done naming a file, saving a file before. As time goes on, I'm still going to repeat it to sort of make people remember what we've done. And we add other stuff to it so that by the time we are doing it, it's not boring, but it sort of refresh your memory about what we've done before. Okay, so let's go on to this now. Yes, we've seen that place about the Microsoft Word. This place is telling us where to find your Microsoft Word. This is exactly what I was trying to tell you. You launch your Microsoft Word. It is in I will go through it when I am giving you the practical. You will see it. You know, I have opened a Microsoft Word that I have to close it and start all over again so that you see how we go through it and you will be practicalizing it. Those of you that have got your computer in front of you, when I'm doing it, you can tell me to slow down, or you can start doing it immediately. That is the best way to learn, you know. So we've got the Microsoft Word icon should be found on your desktop. When you see the sign of the Microsoft Word, what do? You double click on the sign so that it's launch it. Launch it means, when they say launch the program, it means it opens up the program. You know, those are just the computer terms they use, but it means when I say launch the program, it means open the program. So when you've done that, what else can we do? You know, we have to, but sometimes you might not find it in your desktop. That is, it will be a little bit challenging for you. You know, if it's not on your desktop, what do? You start looking for it. Isn't it good? So how do you look for it? You have to type it in. You have to type, that is what I'm going to do for you. Now I'm going to type it in a bar, close down. Most of our computers are the same, almost the same. You know, by the time I put that, I type it in the bar, you see it will surface. Then when it surfaces, what do? I double click on it. You know, so that's one of the bits. Let's see again what we have here as part of the slide. Good. So by the time you double click, you now come to this place. When you come to this place, you open. That is when you want to save it now. You open it. Where this red arrow is showing you this is where you save it. So that by the time you save it, you can work on it. That's one. That is just by the wayside for you to know. So when you open the Word document, do this by clicking the file on the top left corner of the screen. That is where I showed you before. Then select and open. An Explorer window will appear where you can navigate your folder into. You find the Word document you want to open. You understand? And by the time once you find the document, click on it to select, then click open on the bottom right side of the window. Do not worry about this. I'm going to explain them to you when we are doing the practical, you know. So these are how this all work. You understand? But by the time, let me click on this so that you see how it goes. For example, I have got this word here. I want to copy and paste it somewhere. You know, what I would do, I'm going to, it's like I'm seeing somebody from Manchester there. I'm sorry, I have to, oh, hello, Mama, I know that face. Good, sorry about that. You see the documents that you need to copy. I gave an instance, this document open down. This is a lot of work written on it there. We don't want to start typing all these words all over again. So how do we do the shortcut? Maybe you have it in one document, you want to put it in another document. What you want to copy will be in this form. When it is in this form, you have to highlight it. That is the word for it. You highlight it, you know, or shade it up. You know, there's a way you do it. This document that is a little bit bright now, it will now be shaded up to be blue. And when you start doing that, you will see that you have highlighted it. And by doing highlighting it, if it's highlighted, you should be able to copy. If it's not highlighted, it will not copy. So you'll be feeling you don't know what you are doing. But it's only when it is highlighted you can copy, cut, or paste. Did you see what we are talking about? Okay, so let's go to the next slide, because we are still going to do the practical aspect of it. Sorry about that, I'm moving more than that. Okay, this is what I mean when I said highlighted. You see that word that the arrow is pointing to? You see how that bit is a little bit darkened and is shaded with blue. When you highlight it, this is how it's going to look like. I will teach you how to highlight it. That wouldn't be a problem. You know, this is how it's going to look like when you highlight it. So let's go to the practical aspect of it. We have a video to watch, but let's go and do the practical. Then we can come back to watch the video. So when you copy the words, after highlighting, this is what I'm saying. You can't copy. you can't cut until you highlight. Highlight it, put your hand on it, use the other hand to drag. That is how you highlight it. You know, but if you are using your mobile phone, it is different. You know, depending on what you are using, the type of mobile. If you are using the common iPhone that most people have now, you can press down on it, it will highlight. Then you can click on copy, it will copy. But let's pretend that we are using the desktop or the tablet, you know, so you have to put your cursor in a particular place. When we are doing the practical now, I will let you know. Okay, when you've highlighted, you've right-click, then you choose copy. When you've highlighted, you right-click on it, then you choose copy from the option that come up. When you click on highlight it, you click on it, there are options that comes at the bottom. When it dropped, those options dropped, you have to choose what you want. Do you want to cut or do you want to copy? If you want to copy, you copy. If you want to cut, you cut. So it's there for you to see. Alternatively, there is what we call a press Ctrl+C. I want to teach you this too. It's a short form of doing it. Ctrl+C, you are doing it together, not separate. It's a key you need to punch, you need to click on. When you click on Ctrl+C on your keyboard or click on a copy button on your Microsoft Word, which is located at the upper left hand of the Home tab after you highlight the text. This Ctrl+C, you can see it at the upper right hand of your desktop. You click on it, or you can use your keyboard to do that. Go on, show that there for me, please. Sorry about that. Just a minute of it. Oh, mommy. Mommy.
Mommy, I really.
Hello, can you hear me, everyone? Sorry about that. I was trying to do some organization here. The little one wouldn't let me talk. Okay, just as I said, can you hear me? If you can hear me, give me thumbs up. Hello, can you hear me? Martha? Martha? Hello? Can you hear me, everyone? Oh yeah, better. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, like as I was saying, there is the shortcut, which I really like people to know about, is you press your Ctrl and C, that copies. On your own keyboard, you can click copy as well at the top hand of at the upper left side of the Home tab, which I will show to you in a minute. You know, so these are what we engage in to make our work easier for us. This is how it will look like. By the time you do this icon, you've clicked on that, this will come up, then you can paste it wherever you want. Did you see these three buttons here? These three buttons tells you something. I will show it to you. One tells you how you will copy it. If you copy it to be the same, just like where you copied it from. The other last one will tell you how where you copy it to. The other first one will tell you copy and paste. It should be like where you are copying into, the page you are copying into. I'm going to show you all this. It shouldn't is not something that is difficult, but saying it seems to be difficult. It's not at all. So this is how it goes. Paste the word, go to the part of your document where you want to place the text that you have copied, and then click on it. Right click, choose the paste from the option that appear. As a shortcut, you can as well press Ctrl V on your keyboard and click the paste. Ctrl V will definitely bring the work down. Instead of writing, looking for where to put the paste, the Ctrl V will bring the paste down. On your home tab, the upper left side is on the upper left side of the screen. It's always there. So this is what we have to explore, you know. Okay. Let's see. That person is in now. Okay. These are the shortcuts I was telling you about, you know. Okay, now it's time to check what we'll be talking about. Let's see the practical aspect of it.
Talk now.
Yeah, we've heard your voice. Welcome, baby. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to share my screen, but not the slide. I'll stop sharing, then I'll share again. I'm going to the slide to going to the Microsoft page. This is where it is. I'm going to take this off so that you will see how I log in. Okay, this is where I will go to now. Watch out and see what I want to do. I already have, can you see my screen? No, you can't see my screen now. Let me see. I want you to be seeing my screen. I know you can't see my screen. I want to start sharing. I'm going to share my edge. You'll start seeing what I'm, okay. We are here now. I want to type in word. We are working on what? Word. You see me, I'm typing it in. Can you see? Oh dear. You can't see my word yet. Okay, that's fine. You can't see it until now. In a minute. If I don't stop sharing this, you can't see it. I'm going to share now. Okay, let me share the word because I wanted to put in, as I'm trying to go on the word, you see how I come over. This is how it looks like. But I have already typed in there. You see this bar that is by the side there. Can you see my cursor? Can you see this cursor? I don't know if you see my cursor moving here. This cursor, I'm taking it down, down, down. You see where they write type here to research. If you know you can't see the word, what you do, you type it in this place, type here to search. As I'm typing word, it will just automatically appear if you have it there. If you do not have it there, it will have to search for it. But get this in mind, when you buy a computer, it is not originally going to be there, except you bought the program with it. If not, if you buy a new computer, you have to take it to somewhere, or you buy a Microsoft, a Word program. It comes in Word, Excel, and every other one. You buy a package, they will install it there for you. When they've installed it, then you have it. There is no problem about that anymore. Then you can use it. So me, I have a Microsoft Word in my system already. If I have Word there, what I would do is to double click on this word. I want to use the blank one. You see new blank document. I'll double click on it. I have double clicked on it and I'm seeing my word now, you know? Okay, I'm still going to go back to somewhere. You just be there. I want to go somewhere to get, just a minute. Okay, I will show you before I get what I want to copy and paste. Just take a look at this. This is what you do. By the time I copy something, I'm going to paste here. I'm going to copy that. You see what I'm going to copy. I'll paste here. We have here, cut, copy. Can you see up there? Copy. You can see here, paste, cut, copy. The big button that is just by the left-hand side of your computer, it is called paste, Control V. Is either you call it paste or you press Control on your computer, you press Control. At the same time, you click on the letter V if you've copied it. So I'm going to get some work to copy now so that you see how I do it. By the time you do this, you should be able to know how to copy. There is no Jupiter about that you cannot do it. So I'm going to go on my Word. I'm going to copy something. You can't see where I'm copying from, but I want to write something so that I will copy, and you see how I get, what a minute. You see how the material I will copy and paste for you. You'll be amazed how it will drop down. Okay, I have got this here. I'm just copying something, copying things just from the system like that. It's not something that is important. So I'm going back to the slide now. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay. Did you see what I've done? I have copied something here, but you don't know how I did it. I copied a material here because I want to start working on it so that you know what I'm talking about when I say copy and paste. I'm going to put my cursor. Now look, I'm moving this cursor around. You should see what I'm doing. You have to get this. We've got 15 more minutes. Let's utilize it. You have to get this. I'm moving my cursor around. I put it at the front, just in front of that A. Then I will click it. When I click on it, I'm going to press my Control key. Then I'll use one hand to drag. I'm going to look at what I'm doing. I'm going to click down, left click. Can you see that? I'm going to put my cursor here. I'm going to press Control and left click, not Control, left clicking with one hand. I'm on my computer. I'll left click, then I'll start dragging with my right hand. With my right hand, I'll press down with my left hand. My left hand is still there. Don't forget, my left hand is on the left key. The right hand, I will start dragging, dragging, dragging. Don't be scared of it. Drag the way you like. Look, I'm dragging back, it is removing. I will drag inside, it will look. Make your hand free. It's no magic. So drag back, drag in, drag back, drag in. The reason why I say you should do that is for you to know that it's not a difficult thing to do. So your left hand is on the left button, your left mouse button. You know that we've done that. Your left mouse button, while your right hand is there, is dragging it. Look, I have done this now. I took my hand off it. Did you see that? My two hands is off, but it's still there. Since it's still there, then I use my right hand now to just touch inside the screen of what I have covered, what I have highlighted. When I say covered, you know in this platform, I mean highlighted. So once I put that in, then I'll click on my, not left clicking, right clicking. For those of you that do not have computer, write this thing down. You know, you can watch this video again in your YouTube. You know, by now you know where to click on to get it on YouTube. So I'm going to put my click on my right click. I have right click. Did you see what comes out of it? Did you see the drop buttons? So I'm going to copy. I don't want to cut. I'm going to copy. There is cut. That scissors shows cut. The other one may copy. That means you have another copy. That is why they have two papers side by side. It's a sign of copy. So I'm going to copy it. I have copied it now. I copy. Look, I have copied it's free there. I want to work on this same document so that you see. I want to put this. If you can see my cursor at the bottom, I want to put the copy that I've copied. I want to paste it there. I'll click on it, click on an empty space. I will right click on an empty space, not left clicking. I will right click on an empty space to bring me the copy. So it's not telling me, what do I want to do? Do I want to cut? Do I want to copy? Or do I want to paste? There are different paste options. You can explore it. This one, keep your source of formatting. What do they mean by keep your source of formatting? That means the way you copied it from the main site, that is how it's going to appear when you paste it. When you dump it, that's the paste. You know, is that one you want to use? You choose. Or do you want to merge formatting? So merge it so that it will look the same like the site, the place you want to work on. You make your choice. Or do you want a picture? You know, when you copy the picture, you can use this format. You put the picture that it comes out fine. Or do you want to keep your text only? Remove every other thing, keep text only. So it will not be your choice. So there are different ways of pasting. But let's try to use this, keep our source of formatting, as in where we are copying from, the same look. They will look the same. I have kept this. You see, what is at the top, I have ended up duplicating it. So this is copy, I paste. I copied, I paste. Control. We'll go back again. This is paste. You see, when I press right click, it now showed me paste. You know, this is the same thing. I can as well say Control V is the short form. It will drop down. That's Control V. Control, your control key. I'm using a Dell computer. Your control key is the last key at the bottom by your left when you are looking at your computer. The last key at the bottom by your left, that's the control key. You click on that because I'm going to do that now so that you see. Click on that control. Look now, my cursor is moving around there. I want to click on Control V to paste it again with the button, not with just one of my hand. Control V. See, I have ended up having another duplicate. You know, this is what we do to make our work easier. Instead of writing and writing, you've written a lot of things and you are tired and you need another copy. What do? You copy, you cut, you paste. It's either you copy it or you decide you want to cut it. When you cut it, do not forget, when you cut, it's not going to be there anymore. So you need to quickly put it in the right place and save your work so that it remains there. So that's the bit of it. Another thing I would like you to know is this shortcut. Don't forget, we have Control V. Control V means you press your control button and you press V, is going to paste what you've copied. Let's see, check for the cuts. Control X, Control and X. When you press that control key that is at the left-hand side of your computer while you are looking at it is your left-hand side, this way. I'm looking at it this way. You are seeing it from another view. Your left-hand side, Control, is the last key at the bottom of your computer. And by the time you press Control and X, what are you doing? You are cutting. You cut the word. Before you do that, do not forget, you have to highlight. I'm bringing someone in again. You have to highlight. Before you do that, what do? You shade, you highlight all what you've written there. If you don't highlight it, you can't copy, you can't cut. Remember the sign of the scissors. When you see it up there, is the sign of a cut. Scissors are used to cut, is the sign of cut. And remember again, when you want to copy, you can simply, as we normally say it, You can simply go, I'm going to show you what to do in order to copy. You can simply go to Control-C. You press that Control. Remember, C stands for what? Copy. You press that Control, you click on C. After you have highlighted it, I taught you how to highlight it. To highlight a document, you click on with your left hand with your cursor and use the other hand to drag the mouse or to touch the mouse key. You drag it and use it to cover it at the same time. It will be highlighted. When you've highlighted it, what you do next is either you copy or you cut. If you want to copy, you can press the key up there, which says copy, or you can right click. You can right click on, only right click, don't add left. You can right click, it will bring some drop down. Inside the drop down, what do? You click what you want to do. You want to copy, you copy. You want to cut, you cut. And remember, when you cut, it doesn't stay anymore. So how do you paste? You can simply, you've cut it or you've copied it. Then you go to a plain place, a document, whether plain or the document you're already writing in. You put your cursor there. Let your cursor be blinking there. You must see the cursor, it's blinking, and for you to know the right source where you are going into. If you've done that, what next do? You either press your Control what? V for volume. Either you press your Control V or you right click.
Yeah, I'm home now.
You right click on your mouse. You right click. When you right click, what do? A menu drop down, or you see a drop down. By the time you see the drop down, you click on paste, and that paste is written there on top as paste. There are different types of paste. Paste for it to be like exactly where you are copying from, or paste for it to be, maybe you have a picture to paste, it will be more beautiful, or paste when you have to, you want to take the format of where you are going to. So immediately you paste, it looks like already the work you already have there. So these are how we do our copy, paste, cut, and all that. Do you have any question before I quickly play this video? I've stopped sharing now so that we'll be able to go on the slide, play the video, then we'll go. The video will take just a few minutes, so that will be the end of this section. But I want to know, is it possible for you to ask question? If you have a question to ask, do you have any question? There is no right or wrong question. You know, if you can see my slide, can you? Okay, I'm going to copy a video out of this so that you watch. If you have any questions, send it to the chat or call me at your spare time. Some of you do call me, and I do give them answers to the questions. Anyone who cannot answer, will source for information for you. Some call not because of just this alone. They call because of something else. So if there's anything bothering you, we are sacrificing our time. You know, you can ask, you know, there is nothing wrong about that. And it's just for our hearing alone. If we cannot answer the question, we signpost you. We send you to those who will be able to ask. That is why we are here, you know. So let's try to utilize it. I'm going to share the video, get on a minute, so that you see what is going on in the video. Paste. It's the same method I'm using. What I'm using is a Control Paste, Control V, you know, it's the same thing I'm using here. So I'm going to show you in a minute when it starts playing. Give me a minute for it to come. It's trying to download. Okay, it will start off in a minute. Right, that's the video. Please, let's watch.
This is Crystal, and we're copying and pasting in Word. So, yep, you're new to Word. Copy and paste is a concept that you'll see quite often. Now, first of all, when you copy something, of course, you're getting the same text in a different location. So you have 2, 3, 4, however many you need. Copy paste has a concept called the clipboard. When you copy selected text, it goes into a temporary holding location called the clipboard. Important to know because guess what? The icon looks a lot like a clipboard. So here I am in Word. And this first paragraph here, the font, notice, is very different than the other paragraphs. I'm selecting this first paragraph. And if I go to, it's on the Home tab, here's the copy icon. Notice Control-C is the keyboard shortcut. Once I click on that icon, here's that clipboard that I'm looking for. So I have the clipboard, and now I want it to go to a particular location. So that second set of the first paragraph, I'd like it to be here, right here. So I want it to be the beginning of this third paragraph. So notice where my cursor is. I click right there, and then I go right to the paste icon, right to the clipboard. There's your keyboard shortcut. Click right on it. And there's my paste. Guess what? Because it's still in the clipboard, I can click on paste once again and can paste it not only here in the same document, different pages, but even in another document. So there you go. You did your first copy and paste in Word. This is Crystal. See you soon.
Thank you very much. We have to stop the video there. Yes, that's it for today. I want to say thank you for your coming in. Do not forget, if you have any question, please do ask. And remember, we are always here to help. You know, if apart from this computer, there are other things that bother you. You can ask. If we cannot have a solution to it, there is always an opportunity for we to signpost. There are other people, other organizations, charities, social enterprise that are around us that we are working with. They should be able to tell us what to do. And remember, this is a community project, you know. It's good to help one another, you know. It does pay. So see you again next week. Bye for me. Bye.